This 18-year-old is pushing the limits of his body. He's barely legal and he's already got a physique that can give other fitness influencers a run for their money. Stone-carved abs, a lean physique, and quads that look alien. Everything about Tom Stehnhouse is starting to worry fans because all of this is a little too true to be natural. And people are worried Tom's using gear like crazy just to get a dream physique. But the reality behind that is more disturbing than you think. He's just 18 but already looks like he's pushing 30 due to how rapidly the steroids and gear have aged him, because even his hairline got nuked, which is why some fans suspect he's mostly wearing a cap or brushing his hair forward when he's not. But none of that hides the dark reality that Tom might be taking things a little too far. And what makes all of this worse is the fact that despite his age and inexperience, he's offering coaching services as well, which is something even Sam Sulek doesn't do, and that guy's an IFBB pro. But when it comes to teenagers abusing gear, Tom's far from being the worst offender. Because when you take a look at 15-year-old Eric English, you're going to question everything, since at his ripe young age, he's already bigger than most gym bros and can go muscle for muscle with most fitness influencers in terms of size. But none of that is possible with newbie gains. And once you take a look at his insane transformation, where he went from looking like a skinny, scrawny kid at 13 to looking like a beefy beast at 14, you'll realize a lot of Eric's growth has a little something to do with getting juiced up, and fans think he's pushing the limits a little too much. Because even pros like Chris Bumstead, Larry Wheels, or Ronnie Coleman aren't safe from the consequences of using steroids, and none of them started taking them as young as Eric, which is exactly what's stressing everyone out, because both Eric and Tom might just be speedrunning aging a little too hard, and at this rate, fans aren't even sure if they'll make it past the age of 20. The worst part though is the fact that Tom doesn't even have any explicit plans to compete as a bodybuilder or win Mr. Olympia, which begs the question, what's the point of all of this? Because let's be real, you can easily have a decent physique even when you're natty, and that's why nobody understands why Tom wants to inject himself with gear only to end up never competing, because that's a lot of long-term damage for very short-term gain. The crazy part is that it's not just Tom and Eric doing this stuff. There's a whole lot of new young gym bros who can't help but try gear, and it's starting to turn into a crisis. So what do you think? Should Tom be a little more responsible when it comes to his health, or is he just trying to get some clout off of his fake natty but impressive physique?